We're here with Peter Fury, just at the press conference. Tyson Fury going to be back in action on 28th of February. First of all, how would you sum up 2014 for the Fury camp?
It's been a difficult year, but ended well with a good result, which made up for a very bad year. So, you know, we're where we need to be, and it's one step closer to getting the big fights. And I think 2015 will be a very good year. We're looking forward, not back.
Yeah, definitely. And in terms of the big fights, Tyson mandatory for the WBO title that Vladimir Klitschko holds. Tyson doesn't seem to think that fight will happen. What is your opinion? Do you think that fight will go ahead?
Yeah, I do. I think the fight will go ahead sometime next year. I don't think we're going to get the fight as soon as people think. I think it'll probably be the back end of next year. And I think that's mainly due to the outcome of Wilder to Verne, you know, other defences happening. You know, so this is the key really. So it's not something that's going to happen in just a very quick time, because he's got Jennings if that happens, or he's got the winner of Wilder to Verne. You know, everything's up for grabs at the minute. So you know, whoever's standing at the end of next year, that's when it'll happen. That's when it'll happen.
And who are you kind of eyeing up as an opponent for the 28th of February?
Well, we'll have a look. We're looking at somebody durable, somebody with a good record, top 15 ranked opponent, and that's across all the 4 sanctioning bodies. So there's plenty to choose from, really. You know, so we're having a look. Frank, Mick. I've had a brief chat to Tyson. We've picked some names out, and we'll see if any one of them takes it.
Definitely. And you mentioned Verne Wilder. That's happening in January. Will you be having a close eye on that, and will one of them be a future opponent for Tyson some way down the line?
Well, of course, you know, Tyson may even get the winner of Verne and Wilder. So it just depends who wins that. So yeah, all these. Well, at the moment you've got Jennings, Klitschko, Wilder, Verne, and Tyson. They're the 5 in the race. So this is it's exciting times. So within the next 12 months, we will see who's who and who faces off.
Definitely. And up there, Tyson said he's like a robot. You tell him what to do, he goes out there and does it. Mick said that you told him what would happen in that Derek Chisora fight in January when it was first negotiations started, and he said that went down to a T. What have you seen in Klitschko's armour that you could get into, and how Tyson can be victorious in that fight?
Well, firstly, I think Tyson was having some humour when he says he's a robot, so that's certainly not the case. You know, we just look. You look at fighters' weaknesses and you look at the strength, and you take them away, and you know you train your fighter for that. You know, a trainer is not just a trainer to keep people fit. A trainer manager is to look after the fighter, manage all of his affairs. But the most important thing is there's nothing to manage if they don't keep winning. So the training is paramount. So you've got to basically study the job, work out plans, and adjust the fighter accordingly to every opponent. Every fighter is different.
Definitely. And you mentioned in terms of it was been a bit of a frustrating 2014. It ended on a high. Could we see Tyson out on a more regular basis in 2015, even though it's going to be the bigger fight?
We're looking at 3 fights. 28th of February, mid-year, which that mid-year could be the winner of Wilder to Verne. And then we're looking at you know, towards the end of the year for that world title shot. But Tyson could even get his world title shot in May, June, July. It could happen then. The winner of, like I said, Wilder to Verne is possible. You know, we're going to be you know, bidding strong for these fights to make them happen. So that's where we're at. You know, we're all up for these mega fights. But in the meantime, it's very important to Tyson to tread water and keep moving, keep active.
And a couple of other fighters who you train, Eddie Chambers and Hughie Fury. Hughie's back in action in Monte Carlo on February 21st. What can we expect from those 2 next year?
I think you're going to expect you know, big things. You know, Eddie Chambers, you know, he's a lovely guy. He's also treaded water. The opponents has been nowhere near on his level. He just made easy work of him. You know, so he's he's in a different league. But the 5 fights has done him good. It's got him recognised, and now's the time for Eddie to step up. So we'd like for Eddie maybe the likes of Ustinov. There's like Mark DeMori out there. There's who else is there? You know, all of these type of guys. That's just mentioning 2. Well, we haven't spoke to them, but these are the type of fights for Eddie. Maybe you know, Chris Ariola as well. All these type of fights for Eddie are there. You know, so we're looking to get them. You know, so we're looking to get these fights for Eddie Chambers. And Yui, you know, if he gets past Rudenko, because Rudenko's a tough fight, and he's successful there. Yui's also looking at the likes of Ustinov and people like this. So gone are the days of, like, you know, learning your trade, and, you know, they're both ready.
Yeah.
More than ready. We know Eddie Chambers is ready, and Yui, he's ready also. So they're going to step up, and, you know, let's see how they do. So it's going to be a busy 015, because with Yui especially, he's not going to have no easy touches whatsoever. I'm sick of looking at so-called heavyweights being sung from the rooftops as being the next best thing in the world and fighting no one. My son, he'll either make it or he won't, but at least he'll fight good men, and let's see.
Definitely. And I think I have an idea of what you're talking about. And I spoke to Huey and Eddie in the build-up to Tyson's fight against Derek, and I mentioned Anthony Joshua. Is he a potential opponent for either of those 2?
Well, they've got their own route, you know. I think I've said many a time, you know, it's all about business and the money side of it, you know. But Yui's going to be stepping up, and Yui's ready for anyone. You know, if they come in our path, then it'll happen. You know, so we're going to be busy. We're going to be taking fights, and Yui's a phenomenal talent. When I get Yui in his physical shape where he needs to be, Yui's one to watch for the future for sure.
Definitely. Well, fantastic. Thank you so much, Peter, and best of luck to you in 2015.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.